Okay, year 9. Hopefully I've gone through this in your lesson with you. So the composition for a sports advert is a more open task. This success criteria refers to the kind of quality and complexity of your composition. So for example, for level 4, there just needs to be 2 different ideas. It can be 2 drum beats, it can be 2 melody parts, it can be a chord and a melody, it can be drums and a bass line, any 2 parts that fit together. For level 5, we then begin to have a structure, so a beginning, middle and end. And then for level 6, we have contrast of more than two or more musical elements, so texture and pitch, for example. For level 7 and 8, okay, we need development of all parts. In this second video, I will demonstrate how to achieve contrast and development of all parts. For this video, I'm just going to go through a couple of ideas for starting you off. So in BandLab, you can download that success criteria here. You click on Start Assignment, this will be big and green for you, and Teacher's Project. If, for example, I wanted a kind of dramatic advert to show maybe the build up to an event such as the Olympics, I might want to start with some strings softly. So I can go to strings. Okay. And maybe make a slow moving, so I might slow my tempo down and make a slow moving part, whether it's chords or a individual part. It depends on what I'm going for. So let's call this strings. So for example, have something like that at the beginning, okay? Or maybe just one note part. Ascending is good for building up. If you're doing any sort of build up of tension, build up of excitement, an ascending pattern is quite useful to do. If I'm maybe going for an advert where there's like a montage of sporting events, I might want something more upbeat. So I might start with a bass part or a drum part. So I might go to my drums or a drum kit, and I might have a drum beat. Okay, it all depends on what kind of advert you're going for. Once you've decided on a part, let's say I was going for that strings example. Okay, check your tempo. Okay, I'm going to go even slower than that. And I'm going to just do my little 2-note chord. So it doesn't have to be a 3-note chord. Okay, it doesn't even have to be a chord. It can be 1 note. It's all about how you add your ideas together and the choices you make. Okay, it's not about how the individual parts are. You don't have to have loads of complicated parts. You can have lots of simple parts that fit together effectively. Remember, every time you record, double click and quantize, select all the notes and hit quantize or Q. So this is like level 3. Building up my texture, so from the second time round, I might add a little bit of percussion, or I could add maybe a bass line. So the last thing I'll demonstrate just for this is just adding a little bit of percussion. Okay, so let's choose percussion. Okay, I'm fine. Maybe I'll record that. Okay, so little simple parts that will add together effectively. And already there is a contrast there. There's a bit of structure there. So we're on level 5 territory. You keep continuing, okay? It tells you here your time. That's 21 seconds already. So if I have 12 bars, that is 30 seconds. To make it rounder, I might make this just 16 bars long. It doesn't need to be long. Within these sections then, that is how you're going to then develop these parts to the higher levels. So I'm going to do something here with these strings. I'm going to do something here with my percussion. Okay, so every part you do has development. So next video will show you some ways that we can develop our parts.